Well, JJ, the last time I talked to you was when you got traded over, and we were talking about how big the opportunity coming to Oakland was. We saw you at spring training. They sent you back down. You've now come back up. You're off to a fantastic start. Just tell us what this year has been like getting into a new organization and now starting to blossom with this organization.
Yeah, it's been great. I'm just excited for the opportunity given. Once I got traded here back in what January or a little bit right before spring training. So it's been a whirlwind, but I've embraced it, and this new organization, the new feel around the club. It's just it's good to have a new beginning, and obviously didn't want to start in AAA, but that's just how the year went, and just kind of took advantage of it, and just was where my feet were, and I was just trying to stay in that present moment and just do the best I could wherever I was.
Yeah, I was going to say for you, like, what's the difference coming up this time? A little more comfortable than your first time going up. It's all coming at you at 100 miles an hour. What has been the difference for you this time around coming up big leagues?
I'd say just have some fun.
Yeah.
Like enjoy it. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. Try to stay consistent. Try to ride that wave. Stay humble, and just have fun. Trust yourself, and just go out there and play. It's the same game.
Absolutely.
You're going to know this better than us because obviously when you're a high draft pick, there's going to be pressure, right? Everybody's looking at you as the future. When you come over to the A's didn't draft you. No one's talking about the signing bonus. No one's talking about where you rank as a prospect. Is all that nice to have that away from you and you're just coming to Oakland as a baseball player?
Absolutely. It's just go out and play. You don't have someone coaching you all the time about your swing if you have a bad game or something like that. Just hey, trust whatever it is that you're going to do, own it, and just go out there and play.
I want to talk about Vandy. I want to go back to Vandy a little bit with Coach Corbin because I know that between your freshman year, your sophomore, between your sophomore and your junior year, something happened because you just started dominating. You got a confidence. He said there was a change in you between sophomore and junior year where you got this confidence, this C factor we call it. It was different, and it wasn't necessarily just offensively or defensively or with your speed, but something happened. Can you take us through that a little bit?
Yeah, I think it was just playing a lot. I had a really good Cape Cod League after that sophomore year. I had a really good sophomore season, and I think that's just what it was. It was that confidence and that, the kind of that comfortability around the clubhouse with the guys, who you are. And it's just kind of missing less and taking advantage of that opportunity and just kind of, just going out and, having that confidence and that aggression to go out and just play.
It's amazing. The Vandy, Townie and I talk about all the Vandy players that are in professional baseball. You guys have this bond. There's so many pitchers and players. I mean, what Corbin has done down there just created this factory, but it's beyond that. Talking to Yaz about it and Kemp about it, there's a camaraderie with you guys and kind of Vandy for life, if you will, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you do a lot together. You're going to school together. Working out. Like you spend so much time, and it just it all pays off, and it's just like you all come together, and you're just able to go out there and try to win some ball games.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you look at your start, what would you say is the big difference for you coming up with the Marlins last year, spring training this year to where you are now? Just tell us, is it mental? Is it physical? What changes have you made?
I'd say it's more mental. It's trying to keep that approach, keep that trust within yourself. Like I said, you're going to have your good games, you're going to have your bad games, and it's just trying to find that consistency in that line, ride that line and stack at bats, whether it's a hard line out or just a good quality at bat, trying to run with that and take that as a positive. So, compared to last year, I was missing a lot of fastballs. I was missing underneath the baseball a lot. So this offseason, I did a lot of work on just trying to hit line drives, trying to stay on top of the baseball. I know it's crazy. Like not a lot of coaches want guys hitting ground balls, but to me, I wanted to hit like just lower flights, and a ground ball was okay with me because if those line drives are good in batting practice, they're going to turn into a home run in the game.
Hey, Townie, I want to ask him about the play in right field because I didn't get a chance to ask you about, you try to make that leaping grab. A fan comes over. What was it from your perspective? What did you see? You had a beat on the ball for sure, didn't you?
Yeah, so I had a beat on the ball. I didn't think it was going to go out. I thought I was going to catch it right there, like right in front of the wall. But Yankee Stadium's crazy. It can be blown out a little bit, and Bader spun it well, so it kind of went another extra 2-3 feet. And I just remember kind of getting there and jumping up, thinking I caught it, and I come down and I didn't have the ball in my glove, and and I asked one of the fans. The fans caught it, and there was two guys kind of reaching over. So it was just kind of a weird play.
I didn't know if you saw this, but Bader, when he came out the next day, pointed at the fans saying, like, thank you for doing that, right? Classic.
That's funny. Yeah.
And the bleacher creatures, sometimes they've eaten guys alive. You were having a good time with them, playing catch with them, talking to them, just talk about the experience playing in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, you definitely want to get those crowds on your side. So the least you can do is give a kid a ball. Obviously looking for the athletics, looking for the green, because I'm sure those guys are getting heckled in Yankee Stadium. So you want to do, your best to support them too, because they're supporting you. But yeah, just, playing catch and, taking the hits when they come. But, it was just fun. It's the same game.
Well, I just think about, we talk so much, especially with young players. We're talking about how much you prepare, all the data, all the video. I think the one thing for you, and I think the same thing for Johnny when he's broadcasting and doing a lot of TV now, it's have fun. We're supposed to have fun, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
It's baseball. It's fun. We all get in our heads and we worry too much. I mean, your stroke has looked really quick, especially on the balls inside. But, with all the data and all the stuff about what you're doing, it just looks like you're having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the name of the game. Don't try to create these expectations and try to hit a 4-run homer every at bat. Just go up there, take what they give you, and do your best to kind of win a ball game.
We talk about Ryan Noda, and we were talking about Noda before. You see him spit on those changeups that are this far out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys talk about that? How impressed are you with his eye and his game?
Yeah, I love watching him hit before maybe just because he gets so many pitches. It seems like he's always in a 3-2 count, and just like the pitchers are throwing the kitchen sink and he gets on base. We definitely talk about it. I think that's one good thing about the offense when I got up here is just guys communicating and how our guys' pitches running that day, because it's one thing to watch it on video and look at all these metrics and all this data, but you just got to go kind of old school with it and be like, what's it look like on that given day? Maybe one pitch might not be looking that good. You can eliminate it. And with Noda, he's one guy to go to, because he's seeing so many pitches. Like, hey, Noda, what's it looking like? Hey, you can kind of eliminate that, and he's just been great on that aspect.
Yeah, we joke about it because they'll call him on a pitch that's just this far out, a strike, and he's like, look, I know that was not a strike because I know the zone as good as the umpires, right?
Exactly. He's got a great control of the zone, and that's just one thing. I mean, that's a huge part of the game.
Yeah, no question.
We've seen with Mark Kotze, and this happened a lot when you're in the minor leagues or you're in college, Bob Melvin, we always saw different lineups. It was a different lineup every single day. Lately, seeing this lineup of Ruiz, Noda, Rooker, yourself, Langoliers being the top 5, just give us your opinion on it, and how nice is it showing up to the ballpark, knowing exactly when you're playing and exactly where you're hitting?
Oh, it's great. It gives you a good idea of what's going to be happening. It gives you that sense of comfort, and it just the guys that you're able to kind of take and give what they're going to give you, and it's just good to see that. It gives you that comfort, and it just makes you go out there and play and just take advantage of that opportunity.
All right, we'll let you go, man. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time, man.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Yep.
JJ Bleday.
How good is that?
As Dallas Braden likes to say, JJ Bleday, baby.